Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we are going to take a look at the SS3 Tech Angel Goku, and we're going to take a look at how he performs after his recent EZA on DBZ Dokkan Metal Global. So he became 130% Super Tech type lead across the board, and he also gained the ability to raise his attack and defense on his super attack effect. In terms of his passive, he has attack and defense of 130%, a high chance of changing key spheres of a certain type, tech excluded, to rainbow key spheres, and has attack and defense of 30% per rainbow key sphere obtained. He also has attacks effective against all types for 7 turns. So in terms of build, you're going to want to go into an additional based build, because you're going to want to obviously try and get as many attacks in with that attacks effective against all types. It will also help him defensively. Although it's only 7 turns, you will want to have some crit, but Goku does have some baseline crit as well. In terms of his links, he has Saiyan lineage. His links overall are a little bit wonky because he is a revived warriors unit, along with also being a SS3 unit. So he has some pretty interesting links across the board. Things like Shattering the Limit, Revival, and obviously Super Saiyan are all pretty major there. The Majin Buu Saga, Resurrected Warriors, Super Saiyan 3, and Pure Saiyans will be where you see this Goku really shine. But he's also a good unit for movie heroes teams and just for Goku's family teams as well. He's just a really solid unit, so there's not really too much wrong with him. Some great categories overall and a pretty good and reliable passive. So we'll see how he does. This is a 55% Goku. We haven't done too much to him, we haven't link leveled him or anything. And he does gain a little bit back from link levels, small amounts of attack and defense, just in general from his linking situation. The first team we're going to try him on will be a Super Saiyan 3 cross kind of Otherworld Warriors, but mainly a Super Saiyan 3 team that we are using right now, and then we'll see how he performs on an alternative team just now. As you can see here, he has 3 links active, which is pretty good. He's got 79,000 defense, which is solid considering we can still raise his defense quite substantially with rainbow orbs, and it will raise on his attack again. So we're going to grab 2 rainbow orbs here. We have no support on this rotation as well, so his defense should be looking pretty good, and we'll also be able to obviously see what kind of numbers he'll be putting out. So 2 rainbow orbs, 3 links active, and we should see a pretty solid showing from Goku. So they're 2.5 million, really good. Obviously it is attacks effective against all types as well, so it's essentially something like a 4 million attack stat, which is really solid opening from a 55% unit. Also, yeah, it's very solid. Remember that that DPS will remain consistent over the course of the next 7 turns. So while he continues to have that attack effective against all types, he shouldn't have any drop off in terms of damage. You can also, as I suggested, you can do a bit more additional than you would do crit, and that will probably help you quite a bit, just because obviously the additionals will allow him to get a little bit of a higher defense and take advantage of that attacks effective against all types for 7 turns, which for a majority of content is a decent length of time. If you're concerned about drop off of his damage in long form events, you can put in some crit, of course, but generally speaking, for things like the God event, ESBR, SBR, 7 turns is more than enough. It's just not going to matter too much in terms of things like the LGEGT. So we've got the Int Goku transformed here. Him and this Goku are very good linking partners. They share 5 links, I believe, which obviously does help quite a bit. They'll have the 5th one activate when they finally manage to get enough key to super. So you'll see there they've got 4 links active. He's going to get 4 rainbow orbs here as well. And we'll get a look at his defense this time. 120 or so thousand, very, very good. Obviously, remember, he's going to raise that on his super attack. He is only at 55%, and there is currently no support, which, you know, is something to be aware of. And yeah, just overall pretty good defensive numbers there. He's got 5 links active as well, which is very, very good. And then we'll see his damage should increase this turn as well, and we get 3.2 million. So yeah, 2.5 million so far, roughly 140-ish K defense after this super attack. So you can definitely see that obviously rainbow orbs play a factor. We did get some extra rainbow orbs, and we obviously have 1 or 2 more links this turn. But yeah, he definitely is going to really look good if he gets those rainbow orbs. And you know, that's going to really be the determining factor as to whether he's going to look tremendous or whether he's going to look decent. Something to be aware of with this guy is just, obviously this is only a 55% unit. Things like the defense stat will go up quite a bit for a unit with a couple dupes. He'll be hitting some decent stats. I think you can definitely see this guy get past the 150 mark 100%. Just with the first couple dupes, he'll definitely get there, although I don't think you should give him defensive equipment. It's just not worth it. Maximize that attack stat and really try and go for some big boy attacks. I mean, he's hitting 2.5, 3.2 million. He's got some link leveling to go. He's just got a lot going on in the package. So from that perspective, I definitely think he is someone to look into, you know, essentially giving him full additionals and just, yeah, giving him that full offensive build, additionals, attack damage, things like that. Let him shine, let him produce big attack stats. His defense will be good enough for the hard content that you want to put him in. But yeah, he's definitely going to shine the most with higher attack stats, with being more offensively orientated. You're going to see him really, really shine a lot better than if you just try and build him to be a defensively orientated unit. So yeah, here we've got a decent, again, we've got him kind of sitting in this position. 63,000 or so defense, so no orbs here, which is good to see. You know, this is probably worst case scenario, so his defense will stay at 63,000, which is again worst case scenario. So that's bad, but not too bad for a 55% unit. He will raise his defense on super probably to around about 68,000 or so, maybe close to 70k. Not suitable for hard content, but does show you the disparity in his performance depending on how many orbs you pick up, and it's important that you do see those type of things with these units. So there we go, that's the first team done. That is the Super Saiyan 3 team, and then we'll jump across to like a Otherworld Warriors kind of hybrid team. Just a, well, more a Majin Buu Saga / Super Saiyan team. He's weird in that he's on the Majin Buu Saga. It's good for him because he's technically only, I mean, yeah, he's from the, if I believe correctly, he's from the Hirudegan movie. Because yeah, he doesn't appear like this in the show, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's difficult to say, but yeah, he's I think he's from there, or he's from the tournament, the Universal tournament, that Supreme Kai and them had. I'm not too certain actually where this TEQ Goku is from. He's not from when he first fought Majin Buu, because that's where the Int one's from, and that's why his animations don't really represent. I'm pretty certain he is from the Hirudegan movie, but I could be wrong. But he has to be, because he's on Movie Heroes, unless there's another movie where SS3 Goku appears and I'm just not remembering. Yeah, that's definitely where he's at. But yeah, like I said, I could definitely be wrong. I'm not entirely certain of where he's at overall. So yeah, we'll get a look at his defense here. He's got quite a bit of support going on this rotation. So he's got 89,000 in terms of his defense. Pretty solid. Obviously not getting the greatest share of links. We haven't seen his orbs yet. But with 89k, 2 rainbow orbs, we can guarantee he'll be above that 100% that 100k threshold. And then he also should put out a decent attack stat. He's not a unit that specifically benefits from support, not more than any other unit would. But yeah, we're seeing another good attack stat from him. Again, attack effective against all types, so you can apply a 1.5 times modifier to that. And we also see the stun, which comes in handy as well. So that's really, really cool from that angle to see the stun come in for Goku. And obviously, you know, that is part of his utility as well. So for stages like SBR, he's going to have that stun that is going to be so helpful, and is going to be able to just get you some more results and just more help, I guess, more utility that he provides in the stage. Again, we've got his best running partner. This Goku is probably his best runner, with 5 links, very complementary skill sets. You know, they're both stunned, which is very, very good. That Goku's got evasion, the other Goku's got effective against all types. They both technically have effective against all types, depending on how many orbs you get. They're very, very complementary. And barring movie heroes, they are both on the same teams, so that's very, very good. Obviously, it's always nice when units have a very good complementary partner. The only real shtick is getting the Int Goku to transform, which isn't usually too hard. It only really requires you to have an enemy above 80% health from the 3rd turn onwards, but that can somewhat be a little bit difficult in SBR and ESBR. But we'll take a look at that, at some point. But yeah, overall I'm pretty impressed. Very, very impressed actually with the 55% version of Goku. I think he's done very, very well. I think he's been very impressive. And for me overall, I think he's done a lot of good work. So yeah, from my angle, I think he is very impressive, and you should definitely do his Extreme Z battle. Definitely worth the time and effort. In terms of Kais, you can actually save yourself no Kais, because there's no farmable unit for this Goku. He is worth the Kais though. He's worth the effort, he's worth the resources. You're going to be spending some Kais, but you should get some back from the Extreme Z battle. So at most you're spending 5 Kais. And yeah, he's just very, very impressive. If you have a dupe in him, you're going to immediately see a better Goku than we're seeing here. But with support, 96,000, 4 rainbow orbs as well. So this will be the highest defensive stat we've seen, in the 130k mark, which is very good. Obviously this is probably optimal situation because Tien's a fantastic support. And we're going to see 3.8 million. So at 55%, the unit can crack the 4 million mark without too much setup. I mean, Tien being on the team is realistic. 4 rainbow orbs is difficult but not impossible. And he's not even link leveled, nor does he have equipment. So yeah, definitely a very, very easy setup. Nothing too crazy, not like we've set him up with orbs or anything like that. So yeah, Goku, pretty cool. Yeah, just a really, really impressive unit. I'm really, really quite happy with how he's performed. And I think, yeah, we'll take a look at his links now and who he links best with. But overall, I think he's well worth the investment. So yeah, obviously we took a look at how he performed. Link-wise, some work that you can get. You got Super Saiyan, good offensive link, Saiyan Lineage, a key link. Over in a Flash, his main key link, Revival, also a good key link, but for Resurrected Warriors. Limit Breaking Form, a Super Saiyan 3 common link, Fierce Battle, and yeah, pretty solid link set. Nothing too crazy, a little bit diverse, which makes him a more niche unit. Obviously, he excels linking with Super Saiyan 3 units. That's not rocket science, that's pretty easy to see. And you know, things like Fierce Battle are quite common links with any unit that's been Dokkan awakened. There's plenty of options here if we just look at Super Saiyan and Over in a Flash. A lot of them are fusion options, unsurprisingly, because Gogeta and a lot of Vegeta units have Over in a Flash, generally just due to how quickly they killed someone. I think that's how the link relates. It got some nice options. Problem is that with most fusion units, he can't actually link with them, but for units like Gogeta, they're both on movie heroes, which makes it a pretty solid connection there. So that's an option for one of his teams. Otherwise, you're best sticking off with other SS3 Gokus, other SS3 units in general. And I mean, if we just drop a couple links here, change things up, look more for the Saiyan lineage, you can see there's Broly's that he links with, more for the pure Saiyan side. And then of course we have, Vegito and other units like that, who are pretty good and can link with him from a Martian Buu perspective. So he's got options, and that's surprising considering his link set. It is a bit more niche, so he has like set partners for each category rather than one partner for every category. But that one partner that he does have for every category is going to be his best partner, the Int Goku that transforms into SS3. That Goku is going to easily be his best partner overall. You just need to make sure that you get him transformed, and they'll then start to share 5 links. But yeah, there's definitely a solid enough array of units to select. If we look at units, like even the TEQ Gohan here, he's going to be a super solid unit as well. So from that perspective, he's got plenty of guys to link with. The revival link helps him out. Obviously a couple extreme types here, but for the most part it'll at least give him key on a Resurrected Warriors team, but it's probably not his strongest team overall. And then just obviously as a final mention, the Int SS3 Goku, or the Int Transforming SS2 Goku I guess I should say, is definitely a prime choice as a linking partner for this guy. They share 5 links overall, and there's just really nothing much else to add into that. So that's pretty much it in terms of the Super Saiyan 3 TEQ Angel Goku. A very, very awesome unit with great offensive abilities and a super solid defensive base that'll only get better with more dupes. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.